but nice dude.
He's really a nice guy, though.
He was a nice guy.
And
He's just messy. That was his flaw. He was messy.
You know, that's Janelle's flaw. She's messy, but she's a great person. But R.I.P. We found out that a coworker of yours passed away.
Yeah, a manager who's a part-time at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I met him when I first started there. Super nice dude. And yeah, he passed away this past week. I didn't find out till today. I don't know. It shook me a little bit.
It's not any of the people that we've talked about on the show before.
No,
but
this is a genuinely very, very nice man.
He was a nice and well put together man. That's why you never heard about him on the show. So that's why.
Yeah, he had to look after all the other rapscallions.
The rapscallion. That's a $5 term right there.
Yeah.
I tell you, and that's being super generous.
Yeah, he had to supervise all the other delinquents.
Seriously.
But
that's not even. I mean, that's not even. Well, I mean, that's a good word. Just the delinquents. So R.I.P. That was sad news to hear, and it is sad when people we like pass away, and
we called him OG.
OG, because he's original gangsta.
He actually helped open the place. So
dang,
he was there. So
he's old school.
He was there for a very long time. So
he's a very loyal dude. Then sorry he's passed.
Well over 30 years. So well over 30 years working that job. So
well, speaking of work, let's come out of this dark period. You have a new temp job.
Temp job. Ooh, I consented to a background check today. So
all right, yeah, you're going to be working with a very. We're not going to say their name, but you'll probably guess when I say this. A very famous movie company here in town. Yeah. That's headquartered here in town.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster. That's right. They're making they're going to make a comeback. Mark my words. They will be back.
We're going back to analog.
They are too beloved in the pop culture world to not make a comeback.
No, they're not.
They should. You know what they should do if they were smart?
The current the building that used to be a Blockbuster is now a Subway.
Down the road from where we used to live, where I used to live, I know, I remember that. You know, just to give you an idea of how long I've been here, when I moved here, that was still a Blockbuster.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was still a Blockbuster when you moved here too.
I think so.
Yeah, it was just the next year, but then it turned into a Subway. But no,
Subway / temp agency, ironically.
And ironically, oh my God, it does have those two things, doesn't it? I didn't even think
right next door to each other.
Yeah.
He's like, you can get a job or you can get a sub.
Or both.
Or
you know, if you get the job, celebrate by getting a sub. Yeah. Get you a $5 foot long up in here. Subway sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know. I think
we ruined Jersey Mike's when we said we couldn't finish it. We threw it in the trash. So, I mean, so we can't. So Jersey Mike's.
I still remember that.
Me too.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. So
like we had a sponsorship lined right up.
And we were so good about it. And they said, oh, well, I threw it in the trash.
Tastes like deception.
Yeah. So that was out. We couldn't have that one anymore.
Shot it right down.
It was awful. But so Subway's the next best thing. It's all we got, Pork. It's all we got.
So yeah, Subway. Although I remember watching that John Oliver little segment on them, and I don't know, like Subway, they seem like they tend to harass their like the people that set up their franchises, or they kind of like really shackle them to their franchises in a way that's kind of borderline disturbing.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, we can look it up later.
We'll have to look it up. But
it's like they almost make it sound like Subway is like a mafia family.
I'm gonna make you a sub you can't refuse. To take a sandwich. No, but yeah, so the Subway Mafia sponsor us. We would love that. But getting back to Blockbuster, mark my words, they could do a streaming service. They should create a streaming service. And bring
just kind of capitalize on nostalgia like everything else.
Well, yeah, like maybe bring some classic TV shows that aren't on streaming right now. Bring it onto there. They could create their own original content. Like, I mean, this could go above and beyond. Blockbuster could be the next big streaming service. I think they should look into it. Aren't
they officially like dissolved though?
I think there's one left.
There's one,
like in Oregon, I think, isn't there?
I don't know.
There's one.
Find
left.
it.
Yeah, there's one somewhere. But anyway, we're completely off topic. You have a temp job with a big movie company, and
the operative word being a temp job. Hopefully it turns into some promising, or hopefully I find another employment.
Did you go through an agency like I did?
No, I just applied.
You just applied, okay. Because that's how I was a temp, and I got railroaded with even less money than what you're making there at that place. But yeah, no, that's awesome. And you're going to be answering the phones.
Basically.
I'm interested to hear like what kind of phone calls you'll get there, because like mine are somewhat.
My medicine's not working.
The what?
My medicine's not working.
Exactly. Like, no, I need new medicine, or my medicine's on back order. What do I do?
It's gonna like man, there was salt in the popcorn.
Exactly. Like I sat down and some throw up. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? I demand free tickets, Pork. DJ Park, I demand free tickets because I sat and throw up.
I'm pretty nice, but I do kind of wonder if I'll eventually like give in and like freak out at a few people.
See,
few people.
Let me tell you, because I started my.
Why isn't Deadpool 3 coming out?
Exactly.
like, sir, shut up. You're 40.
Exactly.
Who cares?
You're 52.
Like, who cares?
Why are you looking?
I want to see Hugh Jackman wearing the yellow spandex.
Exactly.
Like, sir, like.
This is a Wendy's.
Like, sir, like you're not even making this call on behalf of like your kids.
No,
it's on behalf of you.
For you. That's one of the things we have to ask. When are you calling on behalf of yourself? So when he picks up to ask for Deadpool, are you calling on behalf of yourself? And when he says yes,
that's when I click.
Exactly. or ridicule him, because I mean, when they call on behalf of themselves on my end, I mean that's a very important thing. But if they're going to talk about Deadpool, you just hang that right up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, sir, like, why don't you get Hugh Jackman on the phone and see what you can do?
I'll connect you to him. We're the big movie company. We could do that.
Yeah, just, hold.
Yes, hold.
Hold,
yeah,
please.
Hold there.
Let me get Mr. Jackman on the phone.
Now, listen, I get it, because this has been my first full week, as I was telling you, as a regular employee there. My training time is done, and I'm working there regularly as an employee. And when training, I thought, they were always like, you're gonna get upset when you talk to people, and you have to control that and kill them with kindness, be as nice as you can. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've talked to mean people before, but there was a few people this week, Pork, where I was just like, I had to take a deep breath with them and just control, because sometimes they're just demanding, like my medicine on back order. What are you gonna do about it? I'm like, let me see if I can't pull it out from back here, because I mean, literally, like, what do you want me to do? There's only one spot in my body that I can pull it out of, and I can't pull it out of there. And I can't mention it on the air because that's taken a little too far. But my point is, it's like, it's on back order, there's nothing we can do.
I don't know why, but that just made me think of the scene in, it was a not so good Chris Rock film called Bad Company. Did you ever see that?
Yes, I saw Bad Company.
He's like a spy.
Yeah.
Or he's like, he takes the place of his twin brother he didn't know about.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It wasn't great, but there's this one scene where he's basically being himself. He's being Chris Rock, and he's like insulting everybody in the room.
Yeah.
And like and Anthony Hopkins is in there too. And Anthony Hopkins is like, okay, Chris Rock, you're gonna stay here, you're gonna read this book, you're gonna do what we tell you, and that's that. And he goes like, or what? And he goes, I'll kill you. And he just walks out. And he's like, oh.
Yeah. You're gonna do this, or you're gonna die.
That's the threat everybody follows up. But it sounded so sincere.
I mean,
coming from Anthony.
When
Hopkins,
it comes from Anthony Hopkins,
like,
you listen, Pork. You listen. That's a very important thing.